Hello there, Libra. It's so good to see you again. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing your April 2022 career and money reading. We'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, subscribing. All of those things help to get my message out to more people. And I really do appreciate all of your support. And if you're interested, I also do personal readings, and the link for that is in the description box below. So let's get into your reading, Libra. Let's see what we have coming up for you in April. Wombat spirit, be at home. Really interesting. Gemini just had this. There's a sense of being at home with yourself. It's we're gonna see where else this goes. Gemini and Libra, you have been having such similar readings that I feel like the Gemini energy plays more into the Libra readings than the Libra energy plays into the Gemini readings, which is really interesting. But let's see what else. Oh my gosh, they had this too. Okay. I'm really flabbergasted. So let's see where this goes. Okay, let's take a look at your Moonology card. Don't let your past hold you back. Okay, this one's different. Yeah, there's a sense of, there is a sense of the true love card is, about being able to take a look at yourself in the mirror and loving the choices that you are making every single day. That you are making those choices. You are on your true soul's path. So being able to look at yourself in the mirror and really say, yes, I am focused on me and my happiness and not on the external. Okay. And that doesn't mean that you don't care about the people in your life or care about the world or the collective. It's this energy of, I'm going to take a look at what my true values are, and I'm making choices that are good for that. So, there is that sense of looking at, old saying, look at the man in the mirror, right? This sense of being able to look at yourself in the mirror and understand that, if you can't look at yourself in the mirror and feel good about who you are and the choices that you make, that you get to choose again. Because look at this, it says, don't let your past hold you back. So it's not a sense of looking in the mirror and saying to yourself, oh, I made the wrong choice. I shouldn't have married that person, or I shouldn't have got involved with that person, or I shouldn't have taken that job, or I shouldn't have quit that job, right? Like, it's not about stepping into this energy of looking in the mirror and berating yourself, right, for the choices that you made. Instead, it's about looking in the mirror and saying, Libra, what would you like to do today? What is in alignment with who you are and where you want to go? Who are you becoming? What choices can you make today that'll help you be on that path, right? If you want to be a healthy vessel for your soul, right? Are you making those choices every day that, of exercising and eating healthy foods and not overindulging in things that aren't good for your body? In your work sector, are you working at a job that is in alignment with your soul's purpose, or did you take the job that you have because it pays a lot of money, but it's soul sucking, the money that you spend, right? Is that in alignment with who you are and who you want to become? Are you overspending? Are you not spending enough? Sometimes we need to spend money on ourselves in order to be more in alignment with who we are and who we are trying to become. So it's really interesting because it says be at home. There's this sense of being at home with yourself, of being able to look yourself in the mirror and love the choices that you're making for yourself every day, and realizing if you overindulged in one area yesterday or earlier this day, it's fine. You can choose again. Don't allow the past to drag you down. Really interesting energy, a little different than the Gemini energy, but also somewhat similar. So let's go to the tarot and see what we have here. So I'm doing a little bit of a different spread. We're going to look at your present energy and your obstacle at this time in your career and money sector. Then we'll look at your greatest skill and your superpower in your career and money sector. And then we'll look at your greatest weakness and the lesson that you're working on. And then advice from spirit and the outcome if you take the advice. And, keep in mind, you have free will, so you can choose to do what is best for you. Okay, so let's see what your present energy is. 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, a sense of a loss. And, you could have taken a financial, cut in pay or something. You could have overspent, because the spending was coming out for me earlier. Could have overspent, gone out and bought, maybe a car that was more expensive than you could have afforded, or you took a vacation, you couldn't really afford it. There's a sense of you don't have the money or the financial stability that you would like at this time. But they're bringing me back to this. Don't let that hold you back. It's about, okay, what choices can you make? We all make choices that at times, we have the 3 of Swords. I really feel like this is you could have quit a job that you now wish you hadn't quit, right? You're having a hard time finding a new job. Or you could have, bought a large purchase that really is not turning out to be the way that, not bringing you the happiness that you thought it would. You could have taken a new job that you thought was going to not only maybe give you financial security, but also, was going to be a job you were going to love. And then you get into the job and it's kind of like, no, this is not really what I thought it was going to be. Because with the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles, there is this feeling that you really are feeling let down about a situation in your career and money sector. So let's see what your obstacle is. Page of Swords. I feel like you may feel pages are messages of truths, messages. It could be a job offer. There's this sense that you don't have the truth. I'm getting the sense that you may feel like you didn't get the truth in a situation, and that is perhaps why you made a choice that you made. So, for instance, you took a job, right, that, you were told that you were going to make so much money and that, you were only going to have to work 40 hours a week, and then you get into the job and the truth of the matter is that, half of the money that they said you were going to make is based on commissions, right? Not salary. And that, sure, you may only have to work 40 hours, but you have to travel a lot. So you're going to be away a lot of the time from your family and friends. It's almost this sense that you feel like you didn't have the whole truth. I'm getting the truth and nothing but the truth, something like that. And it's kind of like you're having to come to terms maybe with the fact there's a little bit of reading the fine lines or actually communicating what is the truth of this deal. And so now you're feeling a little bit of abandonment, a little bit. I feel like you feel a little bit lied to or betrayed in the situation, but there's also a sense you feel foolish because you may not have totally looked for all the information. And that's so hard because Libra, I feel like you went into this thinking you had all the information, but I get a sense that you may have been like really excited about this situation, this job, this investment, this purchase. You were really, really excited about it. And you allowed perhaps maybe those emotions to override the logic behind it of taking a closer look at the details. So let's see what your biggest skill is. Ace of Wands. You can get fresh starts. Libra, I love this because I feel like there's this energy of you just need a fresh start. So it could be you need a fresh new job or a, you know, new, it could even be a relationship, a new relationship, you know, having a new idea and getting a fresh start, understanding that you can't let the past hold you back. You know, this is done. It's kind of like this is done. It's about like almost facing the truth that this is leaving you feeling very sad, very abandoned, very betrayed. I really get the sense of being betrayed. And now, you know, deciding, you know what? Okay, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It's almost like you have to admit the truth to yourself. And then stepping into this energy of, okay, I get to choose again, but this time I'm really going to choose what's good for me. There's a sense, I get a sense that you may have made this purchase or taken this job or something like that because there was some external, I want to say almost like validation, or you were going to make somebody else happy, making this purchase or taking this job. So say you're in a relationship with a significant other and they really wanted this, you know, sports car or something, and you said, yeah, let's go do that or something like that. And, you know, maybe they even signed the deal and now you're finding out, oh, wait a minute, it costs a lot more than I thought, you know, like I didn't realize there was tax tag and title or whatever. Or you may have taken a job because it was in another country or in another city that you were really excited about, or the person that you're involved with was really excited about. But now you're finding out, oh, I really don't like this job, or I don't like this city. There's a sense that you kind of let yourself down, that you got kind of caught. I want to say, I feel like you kind of got caught up in a moment. And now you're feeling kind of like you made a choice, but you really have let yourself down. So let's see. Yeah, the World. I love this. Your superpower is that you can easily start again. You can put the past to the past and have a fresh start and move into a new chapter. I love this energy because this could be actually a decision that you made some time ago. 5 of Cups. So we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. So Libra, you really are feeling like you need a fresh start. I feel like there is this energy of you get to choose again. You know, I'm sending you love and hugs, Libra, because I feel as if you're kind of down on yourself. I mean, I feel like you may feel you're down about somebody else. Somebody else has let you down. But I keep coming back to this feeling that you feel like you may have let yourself down by making a choice. So let's see what we have here. We're going to take a look at your weakness. Wow. Okay. We'll shuffle again. Wow. They have a message for you. When they do this, there is a message, specific message. They did flash the 7 of Swords. That is about holding yourself back, sabotaging yourself. Okay, so here it is, Knight of Wands. You know, I want to say that this is your weakness. You know, you like fresh starts. Okay, so this is your skill. I love this. This is your skill. This is your strength, right? But your weakness is that you take action too quickly. So I feel like this was perhaps an impulsive job switch, career switch, purchase, whatever that may mean to you. You love fresh starts. There's this energy of you may enjoy fresh starts, but you have, and you know, the Knight of Wands is this in and out energy, right? Like you may make rash decisions, but then there's this sense of not necessarily always making the right decision. It doesn't mean that you make any wrong that all your decisions are wrong. It's this rash. I'm getting this sense that it's a rash energy. Like you see a job that you like, you apply, you get it, and you just switch jobs, but you didn't put any thought into what city or how many hours you'd have to work or the amount of travel in it. You know, it's not that the choice is completely bad, right? But you just didn't, you're not taking the time to get all of the correct information, looking at it, how it's going to play out for you. 10 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 5 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of conflicts, competition. To be honest, I feel like for some of you, there's a family dynamics playing into this somehow. You know, it could be your immediate family, it could be your extended family. There's a sense of making decisions maybe based on what you think your family wants instead of based on what you want. Holding on, there's a little bit of holding on to fears, holding on to your, it's so interesting because, okay, this is not that. The 4 of Pentacles is about being a little bit of a miser. Oh my gosh, I get it now. Okay, then thank you. This is a little bit of holding back your money, and this is about being generous with your money, with your family. I feel like some of you may have made some decisions based on money or your career, based on perhaps what your family wanted for you or what your family wants. But here's the thing with this Knight of Wands energy, you're making these decisions. So you're purchasing things or you're, you know, making career choices. And it's like sometimes you hold back from your family and then other times you give in to your family. This energy of not taking a good look at what it is that you truly want for yourself. Almost a sense of making decisions in order to keep your family or your friends, you know, your social circle. It's about taking a look, Libra, at what do you really want? And really and truly getting really true, you know, real with yourself. What is it that you really want? Because I get a sense that, you know, in some ways, you may feel like you're giving a lot to your family, but they're holding back from you. And so when you feel like they're holding back from you, and it could be emotionally, it doesn't have to be actually money-wise. But when they're holding back from you emotionally, you may be holding back materially, right? But then at the same time, if you want them back into your life or you want them to be happy with you, then all of a sudden you become extremely generous. But this is leaving you out of what it is that Libra truly wants. For Libra, it's about taking a look at what is it that I really want, and not how do I keep my family happy or how do I keep certain people in my life happy, right? It's about taking a look at what you truly want. So when you look in the mirror, you know, you can say, yes, I made that decision because that's what I want, not because it's what my family wants or, you know, my parents wanted for me, or how that will look to other people if I make that choice. If I buy that fancy car, will the other people in my life think more of me? That because Pentacles is also about self-worth, finding your self-worth in perhaps some of the things that you are buying or the jobs that you are taking or I don't know why I'm getting city again over and over again. Okay, so this is the lesson that you're learning, the star card. The star card is about wishing on a star in alignment with who you are and what it is that you want, and then going after it. Really interesting, because in some ways this is similar to the Gemini reading, about making those choices that truly are good for you. Okay, I'm going to take, they want 2 here. Oh my gosh, and you are showing up in your own reading. So interesting, because here it is, 2 of Pentacles, making choices that are good for you. The Justice card is the Libra energy, right? Making choices that are in alignment with who you are and who you are becoming, that keep you balanced, that don't waffle you from one side to the other, no extremes. Because this is such an extreme, right? This is, I hold on to all my money and I don't share anything. This is, I have plenty of money and I share with everybody that I want, that's in my life. So it's about finding more balance, making decisions based on balancing out what it is that you truly want, not what everybody else wants for you. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Page of Cups, Temperance. I love this. 3 of Swords. The Sun. There you go, Libra. The Sun is in your aura. Okay, so making choices that are in alignment with who you are, and who you want to become, things that you are wishing for, that you are wanting to have to come into fruition. It is about forgiving yourself, forgiving your past choices, not allowing the past to stop you from moving forward in a direction where you can look in the mirror every morning and say, yes, I am making choices that are good for me. There's a sense that you have to kind of step into this energy of forgiving yourself. And, I feel like forgiving the other people that maybe have, manipulated you or your emotions in order to make choices that are also good for them. It's about stepping into this energy of, I forgive everybody, I forgive the past, because today's a new dawn. Today is a new day, and today I start making choices that are more in alignment with who I am. And it's taken some time. The Temperance card is having that patience of understanding. If you wake up in the morning, this is a scenario I gave Gemini. If you wake up in the morning, you eat really sugary pastry and then drink coffee full of sugar and cream, right? It may taste really yummy at the time, right? But when I do that, about an hour later, I'm crashing, right? I have no energy whatsoever. And it sets the day off in a really not good way. So it's understanding, oh, I made that choice. Okay, I ate that sugary breakfast, but then I crashed and I really only wanted to sleep the rest of the day. Okay, that was yesterday, or that was this morning. Now it's time for lunch. I can choose again. I can choose this time to be eating foods that are more in alignment with the healthy person I want to be. And I'm going to eat, a healthy salad or whatever, right? I'm going to make a different choice. It's about understanding that every single minute of every single day, you can choose to be more in alignment with who it is that you want to be, Libra, and the things that you want to do, the things that you are wishing for. You can be more in alignment with that, or you can be more in alignment with what everybody else wants for you. And so it's taking that step of understanding that when you choose in alignment for what other people want, or external validation from the outside world, that it just leaves you heartbroken, because those most likely are not choices that you would make if you were in a true alignment with yourself and what it is that you want. It is about getting real with yourself, right? You know, I'm one of those people, I cannot have sugary foods in the house, right? I mean, there's some foods that if they are in the house, it's like they just call to me, right? It doesn't matter. It can be the potato chips or something. And it doesn't mean that I never eat those foods, right? But I also know that when I go to the grocery store, I can choose not to purchase those foods, because if I don't purchase them, then they're not in my house. It doesn't mean that maybe when I go out with friends or something that I might not go ahead and get French fries or potato chips and dessert, right? But I choose not to have it in my house, because if it's in my house, I will go through it. I honestly, it's about stepping into the truth of some things we have to control by just not allowing them in our life, right? And not keeping them in our vicinity. And it is about making that choice, you know. I used to think, oh, I can have that stuff in the house and choose not to eat it. I came into the reality that that does not work for me. If it is in the house, I will eat it. So I just choose again. I choose not to have it in the house. And so it's about making those choices, you know, on a day-to-day, minute by minute, sometimes, of making a choice. Is this, when I look in the mirror, am I going to say, yes, I made choices that were in alignment with myself and my wishes and dreams today? Or did I, you know, make choices that weren't? And not every choice, let's be honest, Libra. When we're living in the 3D, you can't make every single choice every single day that's in alignment with who you are or who you want to be. I mean, sometimes we have to make choices that help us get through a certain situation or something. But for the majority of your choices, if you can try to stay in that true alignment with your soul's purpose and who you are and who you want to be, staying with your core values, you know, when you look in the mirror, you're like, yeah, I'm doing a pretty good job with that. And that's when the miracles happen, you know. So let's see. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. 10 of Wands. I'm putting that down. 7 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles, Temperance card on the bottom. Okay, Libra, not to bring up the Geminis again, but they had this same card. It is about coming into alignment with who you truly are. If you look here, there's you know, the person and the mirror image, right? It's about looking at yourself, getting really truly in alignment, having a relationship with yourself. But I also get the sense that when you start making choices that are in alignment with who you truly are, guess what? Your life begins to change in dramatic ways, and it helps you to also attract somebody that is a soul partner, because all of a sudden, when you're making choices that are good for you and alignment with who you are, all of a sudden, you're actually becoming a different person, right? You're probably stepping into a sense of loving yourself more. And that also helps to attract your true soulmate, somebody that is truly in alignment with who you are, right? Really lovely, lovely, lovely. Where am I called to use my voice right now? You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it's time for you to share it with the world. Today's soul action: share your story with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. And there's your soul's purpose, right? It's about making those choices that are in alignment with yourself, and then noticing. I feel like you're going to gain this extra wisdom about how much that has actually brought you better in alignment with a happier, more fulfilled life, right? It's soul purpose driven. But when you do that, it's almost like I feel like you're going to share it with other people. You're going to be like, wow, this really changed my life. When I took a look at the decisions I was making and I made decisions based on what is truly good for me, not what is good for me momentarily, right? Not what is good for me in the moment, but what is good for me long term. What is good for Libra? For Libra's soul, for Libra's journey, for Libra's experience here, right? When you make those decisions, then it's, I feel like I feel like you're really going to step into this energy of sharing that story with people. Courage. My fear of rejection does not stop me from bravely going forward. I really like this because I did get a sense that you are making decisions based on what other people want for you. Whether that's society, family, or just external validation. And when you're making decisions about that, then it's because your fear of those people will reject me if I don't make the decisions that they want me to make. When you step into your true alignment, it's true. Some people may fall away from you, but the other thing is that you're more in alignment with who you really are meant to be. And then you attract in people that are also here to help support you in staying in your true alignment. Wow. Really lovely, lovely reading, Libra. I do personal readings, so if this is resume and you'd like a more personal approach, the link is in the description box below, or please consider liking, commenting, subscribing. I do wish you so much love and light in this situation and all your situations. Libra, this is a beautiful, beautiful reading. And I feel like it is really just this energy of shifting your choices, making choices that are good for you in the long term, and maybe not quite such rash or momentarily exciting decisions. All right, I'll leave it there, and I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.